Neil, let's have an injury update. First, Christian Montano, how's he looking?
Well, he's obviously looking better than he did Saturday morning, so he hasn't trained today, but he can have a fitness test tomorrow and we can see if he's going to be included in the squad or not for tomorrow's game.
You must be happy with how the defence coped with him pulling out through injury late on.
Yeah, that obviously the display could have been better, and you would have liked it to have been better. But certainly from the back four, they protected the goal really well, protected the goalkeeper well, and they were the reason why we got 3 points. I thought they did really well.
How much stronger do you feel you are in full-back areas now, with James Gibbons and Montano, and then Mitchell Clark behind the two of them? James Gibbons said it's a bit of a wake-up call.
I don't think we could have gone. We certainly couldn't have gone for the next few months without bringing in a full-back. And we looked at one who could play in both full-back positions. And obviously you can't be judging after one game, but certainly the one game that he's played, then he did a good job, and it adds strength to the squad and it gives competition for other people. And we were able to give have a situation where we've been able to make changes, and you want to be able to make changes throughout the team if you feel that something needs changing.
A win and a clean sheet on Saturday, going into back-to-back away games. As a manager, how tough is it to change a winning team?
It's not tough at all, because you got a really good performance against Cambridge, and then that same team performed really poorly at Colchester, and that was the same team. So it's not, if you think the team should be changed for a certain game, then you have to change it. There's no set rule, and like you say, most people, myself included, were happy to play the same team against Colchester. But the way the team played on that day, it would have been, in hindsight, you could think, well, I could have changed a few people. So I think you have to just do what you think's best at the time.
What influence is that then? Because if you've won and kept a clean sheet, that would suggest that all is rosy in the camp. So if you're going to change it, what do you look at?
No, it doesn't suggest it. You're always grateful of 3 points, and you would take any performance for getting the 3 points. I mean, but I have to look at the game as a whole, where we can improve, where I think we can improve. The fact that it's an away game. Who's fit now? Maybe who could choose. So there's always lots of aspects to picking a team. You don't just turn up and pick the team. You don't always pick the right team, but whatever team you put out, you have actually given it a lot of thought. That's not always evident by the performance, but of course people don't see that side of it. But you give it a lot of thought, and like I say, you're always trying to do what you think's best to try and get a result.
Tom Pope, a key source of goals, we know that. Aside from that, how big a difference does he make to the team, goals aside?
Well, obviously since I've been here, he's played every game, and when he's been fit, and even when he's not 100% fit, you try to get him on the pitch because he is important. The thing with Tom is even when he's not 100% fit, he's still willing to give it a go, and that's a good attribute to have. But he is a big player for us, and I always feel better if we can get him on the pitch.
Carlisle away on a Tuesday, the middle one of, well, it's a long run of games, isn't it? Tuesday, Saturday. How tough is this fixture going to be?
I wouldn't build it up any different. We've had obviously a game in the cup against a good Lincoln side. I think Colchester have got some good players, and I expect that they'll challenge at the right end of the table. And then obviously I think any game away from home in this league is a tough game, and you'd have to say over the last few years on our travels, we've not won enough games away from home, and certainly we need to start picking up points away from home as quickly as possible. So it's an opportunity, but like I say, Carlisle have had a away win on Saturday, so they'll be coming into the game confident. But we have to raise our level of performance up from Saturday, but a great deal, from the Colchester game.
How much can you take from the fact that you went there, put in a good performance last season and won? There's a lot of different players in the side now, but there's a core still there.
I don't think it matters. I think every year is different. You always draw on your past experiences, so if you've been somewhere and obviously won, and if you've played particularly well, it can have a positive effect, but there's too many different personnel, I think, and both sides have got different players, so I don't think it'll have any bearing on the game. It's always about how our players apply themselves. Can they do the jobs that we're asking them to do? Can they not make mistakes? And can they, at the end of the day, can we score a goal? Because too many times, probably away from home, we haven't scored, and you're not going to obviously pick up many points if you're not scoring as well.
6 points from 9 though, is that a decent return from your first 3?
Yes, of course I would be happy with the 6 points, but I have to take a balanced approach, and I think it's difficult in football nowadays, because it's not just at this level, but higher up the chain. Your people are too quick to react, I think, to a couple of bad results. But I'd certainly have taken the 6 points, but we all know we need to perform better, and consistently. We need to be more consistent in our displays. But I certainly wouldn't fault the players' efforts on Saturday, because in a difficult game they stuck to their task, worked hard, defended the goal well, and they got the 3 points.